Ooh. I don't even know if anybody can hear me, let alone see me. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, now, welcome all and one and all. Welcome. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, oh, yes. I wanted to do a recap. I'm just sitting here thinking. Okay, I want to do a recap on the promised land. So we have to do a recap on the promised land and stuff. So we can do a recap on the promised land. Now, okay, now because it's very exciting to talk about the promised land. And why is it exciting? Oh, it's so bright right there. Ooh, wait. Well, you guys can still see me because this thing is bright. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see if I can make that. That was just a little bit bright. Can you guys hear me? You guys can't probably even hear me. Oh well. Okay, so listen. Let's do a recap. Look at the description below. Below you will see uh, Brian Stevenson's you know uh, email address. We're okay. Hello, I'm Catherine, the creator of Shia and the Jetsons Community Preservation of the Promised Land. Yes, so I'm the creator of the Promised Land, and for just now joining it to put forth just like a recap of what we've been doing. Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Oh darn it. Flarn, filth and flarn. Can you guys see me still? Hmm. Hmm. Unstable. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Don't know. Ooh, I'm gonna call Yeshua Pandera just to see if he could see me. Now, I don't know what time it is. Oh, it's 3:40. I don't know what time it is over there. Over here is California time, so I don't know what he's doing over there in Indiana time. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Okay. Now for those who don't know, I'm the creator of the Promised Land, and I have patented my company for us to go into the promised land. Oh, good, you see me. Who's that? Raquel. Thank God, Raquel, you're alive. Thank you. Can you hear me? I'm sure. Yes. Okay, you can hear me. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, there's some pulse in the neighborhood. A pulse. Someone is alive. Someone spoke to me. A pulse in the neighborhood. You spoke. Thank you. That's what it means. Okay. Help me. This is what we were. Oh, yes. See, Raquel is on it. They can hear me. Raquel can hear me. She said yes. Okay, now listen. This is what we're gonna do. We are in judgment. Yes, we all know we're in judgment. But while we're in judgment, we have to get the hell out of here. Now, how are we gonna get out of here? We have to support people like me. Patent the company that would get us all our motorhome vehicles. Now, when you patent something, it's official, it's real. You ain't no sugarcoating it. They want you to draw everything out of what you want to happen. Well, I want us to cross over into the promised land. And where's the promised land? The promised land is in 7 to 13 different areas in your area that I and national park center areas where white people stole us from, and they put their little bums there, put their little house there, and now they done took over our land. Well, in those areas, those are our areas, and some of those areas are vacant, and those are ours. Well, I want you to find them because they're already in the patent. So each state, like 45 major states, have 13 different Shia facilities in your area that you will pick for me because we got to live there. It's your area. So let's say you live in Memphis or Tennessee, it's already patent in your area. So let's say you can't find an area that's, a national park center area. But let's say you can't find an area. Don't worry, I found it for you. Okay. So whoever donates, whoever is emailing me, like Raquel, let's say Raquel, you guys had donated. Well, Raquel can say, Kathy, ooh, I live over here. Give me that application. Good. Thank God, because we contacted the lawyer Brian Stevens. We're going to contact the lawyer Brian Stevens, and we're going to say, listen, Brian, it's been 3 months now. You need to take Kathy's case. It's been enough for you to do your little investigation. She sent you all of the evidence that proves that we are indigenous and that we are entitled to our 640 acres. That's ours. That is patent. Ooh, yes, it's patent. See, here's the number that's patent. So the patent means that the indigenous person, me, patent a law to where indigenous people like you will have is entitled to your 640 acres. And with that comes your state of the art Jetsons. Type in 2002 RV motorhome coach right now. Just type that in on Google. And then you'll see the beautiful 2002 RV motorhome coach that you're going to get. Why? Because it's in our patent. Where's my paper? Oh, I don't want my address on here. I don't want to show my address, but look on the description box. You'll see Brian Stevens' email address. Okay, you'll see Brian Stevens' email address, and all you're going to say is, please support Catherine. Take her case. She sent you the documents on October the 18th. We support Catherine. Please take her case to announce the rules and regulations of the Promised Land. That's it. We are, listen, the reason why he's going to take the case is because he's going to illegally allow me to announce the rules and regulations. So I'm going to announce the rules and regulation of the Promised Land, but it has to be like a legal announcement where lawyers and senators and Congress will take heed to what I'm saying because they're out of control and they can't hear me. But if I have a lawyer that says, "Hey, Catherine is legally announcing the rules and regulation of the Promised Land," then they have to take heed and listen. So here is Brian Stevenson's. Here, read this letter here. This is his information. This is what I wrote. See my signature here? Because I don't have my Wait, let me make sure. Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about, sugar. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Look at this. Look at it. This is what I wrote. So if you guys want to know what I wrote to the lawyer, this is what I wrote. Now this is what's going to get you your Jetsons. This is what's going to get you your Jetsons. Just read it. This is his contact information. Okay. This is contact information. I say, why do you want us to write to the lawyer? Because this is what we can do. We can't go and kill and shoot somebody and can take people out their mansions and we move in. We can't do that. We have to do it legally first. And we have to understand how we're going to get to the promised land. But the way that we the way that we're going to get to the promised land, we have to do it by in a physical sense. While we're in judgment, while everybody's in judgment, and people and half a billion people gotta, take the boom boom and you know what I'm saying. So while this is happening, we have to get some we have to fight. We got to get to the promised land. The only way to get there is that you have to legally, well, okay, in this third dimensional reality, in the matrix, we're in the matrix. In the matrix, there are people with like that are called lawyers and congressmen and senators and governors and mayors. Well, they have a law to where we have to stay in one house, we have to pay the rent, and we have to obey. That's their law. So we're saying, okay, that's the law. Our law is we live in many different homes and we don't have anything to do with you people because you guys stole our resources. So we're just going to mind our own business and we're going to travel in the most beautiful areas in 13 different areas in each state because we have relatives in each state and we like to get on with our life. So basically, we're just going to move on with our lives. So we're moving on with our life, right? So how do you do that? So I'm going to have this up so you can see this. Well, well, the way that you move on with your life is you have to go to the person that is choking you and holding you down, right? So you have to go to them and say, hey, I just discovered that I'm indigenous and that you stole my land. And here's proof. Yes, here's proof. One of the proofs is the story of this man right here, Bass Reeves. Yeah, you guys all know him. See, we're talking to a lawyer, we're talking to a senator about this information. It's like, yeah, you see this right here where it says the 1830 Removal Act. See, this is all of the senators. And when you point that out, they know exactly what you're talking about. And they're like, ooh, because we got them then. So there's really nowhere to run or hide. That's why we had to write to this lawyer that I had already summoned. And he wrote, here's his letter. And we're going to say, look, you need to take Kathy's case so she can announce the rules and regulation of the promised land because these people took over our land. This is our great great grandparents. It's my great great grandmother, which is your great great grandmother. The senator and Congress and people took over our land, and the buildings that they reside in and work in, that's our resources. So to get it back, we're gonna we're gonna summons Brian Stevens. This is Brian Stevens. Here, this is his letter to me, just so we could see. This is Brian Stevens. He wrote me this letter. See the letter they wrote. See that's what he wrote. This is what he wrote. This is him. Okay, so you say you wrote Kathy a letter on what day? Let's see what day that is. November the 2nd. You wrote Kathy this letter on November 2nd. Okay, so because she wrote you on October the 8th, you to allow her. Ooh, huh? Who's that? Ooh, that name is so complicated. I'm just gonna say that you said here. Thank you. Okay, so now we're saying, hey, Brian Stevens. This is Brian Stevens that wrote us the letter. Allow Catherine. Now, this is you're not gonna say this, but this is what our stance is. Basically, if you write to Brian Stevens, here's his contact information right here. When you write to Brian Stevens, you're just going to email him. You're going to say this: hi, can you take Catherine's case because we support her? Yes, she sent you all the information and the proof for you to allow her to announce the rules and regulation of the promised land. That's it. Catherine would like to announce the rules and the regulations of the promised land, and she needs an attorney to do it. Would you please take her case, please? Thank you. You can say it like that. Because look it, this is something that we can do. We can't shoot and kill these heathens. Okay, they're already dying by the boom boom. So let them die by that. We have to do what we can do, and we can just sit in our homes and be comfy cozy and just start to type Mr. Brian Stevenson. Here's his email. Let me see if you could see this. Watch. Okay, look at the email. See, that's his email. Can you see his email? Okay. Okay. So that's his email. Now he said, it looks like you have a case, Catherine. And he's gonna let you know. Okay, it's been 3 months now. Damn it. It's been 3 months. So if you guys want to get to the promised land, you're gonna have to help me. You're gonna have to help me help you. Shoot. We have to help each other. So we have to get to the promised land. While these people are being judged, we don't have anything to do with that. We got to get out of the way. They're telling us for 400 years that we have to pay rent in one house when there is no such thing as that. If you're indigenous, what you paying rent in one house for when you're indigenous to your 640 acres of land that is given to you, that was stolen from you? You have to travel. We have to see the sights, and we have to taste different delicious foods. Because every state have different foods that we haven't really tried before, really. People think, well, I've already had a cashew before. Yes, but you haven't had the whole cashew. I haven't had the whole cashew. Cashew there's a apple attached to a cashew nut. They keeping that from us too. I know that's so petty. Kathy, why you talking about a cashew nut? I'm just saying there's different foods out there that we should be tasting. And there are different mountains and trees and things that we should be seeing and things. Don't you agree? Um, Everyone out there, radiation wizard, gratitude and love. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So don't you guys agree that we should just, Raquel, don't you agree that we should be, of course you agree because you donated. Thank you so much. Oh, speaking of donations, thank you for everyone who donated. There was 3 people that donated. Thank you, Raquel Jefferson. Thank you so much for donating. Where's my list? Anyway, 3 people donated. Earl, Mark Helms, Tasha Thompson, you guys donate because you guys are on my Patreon. You guys should go on my Patreon. I upload videos there, and because for some reason Rumble won't let me put on my videos anymore. I don't know, it's weird. Rumble, I don't Rumble. I'm having a hard time on Rumble. Boy, those clouds, those clouds out there are, oh, speaking of clouds, they are so strange. Sky's opening up. But anyway, you can't see because it's so bright in this window, but wanted to break down the movie Clouds. I didn't get a chance to because for some reason like when I upload videos, I'm having a hard time uploading videos for some unknown odd reason. It's like the more I upload videos, the more difficult it becomes. Huh. Oh, you're right. No, no, no. We have to get to the. Ooh, wow. There's Tasha Thompson. Hi, Tasha. Oh my gosh, I miss you. Tasha loves me. I'm sorry. Okay. I just get every time I see her name, I just get so because she's so nice. This woman is so nice. Listen, she's on my Patreon, you guys, and I was having problems with my Patreon, but Tasha Thompson, she's still stuck with it. And every time I see her name, I'm like, oh my God, Tasha. Oh God. Oh my God. Ah, you guys be panicking about my videos. I be panicking about some of y'all not seeing some of y'all. I have hot flashes and shit. Where's Tasha? Oh, ooh, there she go, Tasha. Sorry, girl, I almost missed your name. Woo. Next time, don't do that. Just show up next time. Anyway, okay. And Mark Helm too, and everybody, and Yeshua Pandera, and all of you guys. I be having hot heaving flames because you guys don't show up when I need you to show up. Okay, now listen. When we get to this lawyer, all you have to say is this: say hi. My name is so and so. Please take Catherine's case. All you have to do is just, oh, right. She wants to legally announce the rules and regulation of the promised land. And she sent you the coordinates and everything about the rules and regulations of the promised land. Now, the rules and regulation of the promised land is already listed in the patent. Okay. There are over 100. I know it's a lot of pages in the patent because this number will show you 50 pages of regulations because it's not a lot. It's really simple. The rules are no white, Mexican, Chinese, Arab, $5 Indian can tell us where the layers stay. And we are entitled to our state of the art motorhome coach. It must be top of the line. It must be a diesel, not an A class, but a B class diesel. And it has to be top of the line. And it has to be enough room on the bottom where it can fit a smaller Jetson underneath. Now, if you've seen Paul Bailey, he done said that the Jetsons they made a smaller Jetsons. Well, I checked it out and it's a small car. However, mine can gobble theirs up, okay? And I would like for them to have their Jetsons to fit inside of my Jetsons because my Jetsons is a house. It's a home. It fits 13 people in the Jetsons. Where is my, oh, okay. So here is where the Jetsons will be landing at. Here is the exhibit. This is Shia. This is the Shia facility. The Shia facility is where we will be living, and all of the children that come from foster care will be living in the Shia facility that alone. Because when we talk about the promise, when we talk about the promised land, we're talking about everything that happened in our past. We have to go back. So if a mother gave birth and she died, and those children are left there, we would have to take care of those children. So there are children now. Oh my God, there's so many motherless children, that we would have to, take care of and take in within the Shia facility. Now we have 3 years to do this. Now we can only do what we can do. What can we do? We have to contact that lawyer, Brian Stevens, and I put his email on the description so you can see here is his email. And all you're going to say is, hello, my name is so and so. I would like you to take Catherine's case, please. She showed you all the coordinates, and all she wants to do is to announce the rules and regulations, and it's very, very simple. That's basically it. We just want to announce it, and once it's announced, then everyone will be assigned to. Okay, here it is. Here it is right here. Now, everyone will be assigned to their 640 acres that you're standing on right. Oh, God, there's so many. I'm sorry. I'm just rambling on. And everybody was, hi. I can't wait to get my Jetsons. Oh, I know that's right. Oh, I know that's right. Am I? Raquel said I'm skipping really bad. Hold on. Oh my God. She said I'm skipping. Am I skipping? Am I skipping now? Somebody said spam the lawyer. What else? What do you mean, what else? What does that mean? Ooh. Oh, oh, okay. Thank you. Gratitude level. Thank you. What? Okay. Oh, okay. So anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Right. So, got me off track for a minute. Okay. So now, the proof is in the pudding. It's in the patent. So what we do is we contact lawyer Brian Stevens and we just tell him because that's just what we can do. We can't go and shoot people and and kill people, but we can only do what we can do. We know that they took our land and there's because it's already being done to them. They have to take the boom boom. Ooh, you better watch Lisa Haven right now. Now watch Dabu 7. What you should have seen him yesterday. You better watch Dabu 7. They're forced to take it now. All of them. So now we have 3 years because this eclipse is going to pass over 2024. 2024 when this eclipse and we're going to already be in the promised land. We're going to have to all break loose next year. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that's why we're high feet now for you to understand that we have to. If you take this case, it's a wrap. Do you know what would happen if you take this case? Let me tell you what would happen if you take this case. You would see me on national TV and I would be announcing the rules and regulations of the promise land. You know what that means? That means every single person, you who's watching you people, would you would see an address on national TV in your address, and you would have to report to that address. There you would see a woman or a man, and he's gonna be black or he's gonna be black. She's gonna be black, and they're gonna be distributing the Jetsons. You just pick it up. You're gonna fill out the application. You're going to get your badge. You'll be able to pick up your license right there. And then you'll be able to get the coordinates of where the Shia facility is at. And it's just real simple. And I know it's like, Kathy, that's no, that's not, that's too easy. I already did it. I wrote this thing out. Oh Lord, let me see. I wrote out the Jetsons. Well, the Jetsons was within a week. I wrote that out within a week. But the Shield facility and everything. This was back in 2005. So I've been writing to presidents and senators since 2005. This is old. So when people say that's unbelievable, you can't create that. It's already been you know it's already done. I just need an attorney to allow me to legally announce the promised land so that everyone can be in their Jetsons. And then we'll have our badge to where when we're wearing our badge, physically wearing it, and then our Jetsons is also assigned to where everyone can see it. The rules and regulation applies that no white, Mexican, Chinese, you were I'm talking about a police officer. I'm talking about a police officer. I don't care if you killed somebody. They can't tell you nothing. Only a police officer from the promised land arrest you away and take you into the promised land and then whoop you in the promised land, you know, or whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying you can't go to prison and you got to go to our prison. And our prison, you ain't going to no damn prison because we don't have no prison. I'm just saying you're arrested. You can't be touched, is what I'm saying. Why? Because it's very important that we have our peace, our promised land. And while we're traveling in our promised land, we have to be within our peace. We can't be trying to get pulled over by the police that always pull people over. That can't happen anymore. In fact, the police have to turn their back to the promised land and protect the promised land. They have to work outside the promised land. They can't work within it. Only we can work within it and outside of it. You see what I'm saying? Only the people who donate, who understands, who, gingerbread color outlaw, people who understand we can only run our promised land and how we see fit because we're all on the same page. See, everybody here is on the same page. You already know what I'm talking about because you guys see my other videos. So, and what it is, it's real simple. It's all the shit that we don't want, and basically it's just a theme park that you live in. That's really what the promised land is. It actually removes yourself from all that we see here. It's live in hell. This is hell that we, and imagine us going to another place that's the opposite of what we see. We see we see trash on the streets. We see bummy apartment buildings, cars and motorcycles. We see even bummy birds. Even the birds is bummy. Like y'all, oh y'all, come on now, y'all just messed up our world. I ain't lying. I used to live in Skid Row in downtown Skid Row, and I seen some bummy birds. I seen some bummy pigeons. That's not funny. I'm just saying. In the promised land, we gonna see some healthy birds. We gonna, cause we that everything we want, it's gonna be in the promised land. Everything we want nature. We want, what I'm saying, nothing costs. You don't have to worry about no rent. You don't have nothing ever as long as you live. Because see, they're the ones that created rent. You got to pay for, man. You got to pay for an inhaler for air. Imagine that. You got to pay for air. Like damn, air should be free. You air. See, that's an abomination. You see, see, listen. While we're going to the promised land, they got. That's why they got to take the boom boom. See, that's why they got to take the boom boom because if you just take marijuana for instance, back in the day, you can get it going just straight across the head going straight, and even put extras on that shit. Not even, but now it costs $65 just for a little piece, just for a little bit of weed. $65. ID, you gotta show all. It's like, God damn, it's just weed. That calm down. The shit is damn. It ain't even all that. See, that's why y'all, because y'all gotta go. They gotta go. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's just yeah. They let me see. Ooh, please watch. Just type in Papa Duck. Just type it in and just listen to his last video that he made. I can guarantee you everything he's saying is true. He's saying what kind of people would just will come here to a country and would just rule over you for this long. And the thing don't sit here and just take it. Like, damn, this ain't even your shit. This ain't even your land, and how you gonna tell me I gotta pay rent and I gotta go to jail and you calling me a felon? Well, how am I a felon on my own land? I don't care if I beat somebody half death. What is it of yours if you're not even from here and well, I'm the law, I'm the police I'm the police, right? But who told you was the police? Just like with Scarface, when Scarface said, when he was in that club, and there was a detective that kept hustling him for money, and Scarface said, "Well, whoever said you was whoever said you was a cop, whoever said that." And then that's when that detective said, "Nah, don't go too far, Tony. Don't get smart now." What you mean, don't get smart? Well, answer the question. Whoever said you was one? See, whoever said you was a cop. Well, the cop that removed you from your land told you that we were cops. Oh, we at war now. Well, that means we're just at war, and I just discovered that shit. It's like war this whole time, and I'm just now discovering it, and they don't want you to know. It's like, well, yeah, you're at war with us, but we don't know that you at war with us. We just want you to obey. Oh, okay. Well, see, that's where I come in at, and I say, well, let me go ahead and announce the rules and regulations of the promised land, and then we'll see, you know, doing. We're gonna be traveling to the promised land while y'all taking the shot because y'all gotta go. I right here who think that they're all these telling you gotta pay rent. Yeah, right. Okay, well, I'm gonna announce the rules and regulations within 3 years, and then we're gonna see what's up. Because in the next 6 months to a year, y'all not gonna be here. I'm just saying, you know, there's gonna be some furniture moving around in this. And ooh, see, it's an airport right here, and ooh, it'd be a whole bunch of all kind of things be flying around. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, so I'm just gonna make this short and sweet, but I just want to give a little recap that we just gonna have to get a hold of that attorney. We're gonna have to get a hold of that attorney. If you want to get to the promised land, it's only what we can do. We're gonna do what we can do. What can we do? We get a hold of that attorney and say, take to have Kathy to take, take Kathy's case. Just say that, take Kathy's case. She showed you all the evidence. Um, I put his email down there and just let him know. Just let him know. That you need him to take my case. You know, if you want to go to the promised land, because we have to help each other. Neil, Neil, Neil from the Matrix, he needed an attorney. Neil needed an attorney. Did he not need an attorney? And when they bammed on Neil's door, remember on the Matrix, when they bammed on Neil's door, they said, he said, he came there for the videos. Neil was just like me. He was making videos. He was waking people up, right? And the man said, "Oh man, thank you, personal Jesus Christ." Because what he meant by that was that how I give you the information. It's like that. People need this information. They do. They don't know what to do. People don't know what to do in this time that they're discovering they're in the matrix, and now everybody's going to be getting murdered and stuff. You want to know where to go while everybody's going to get murdered. You don't want to get murdered. So if the matrix is already closing in on itself, then the people who are left are going to get devoured. So you have to get somewhere safe. The main reason you're gonna the main uh uh the I guess the main coordinates that hits the main thing that gets the villains, that lets the villains know that they can't move, is that you have to know who you are, and you have to stand on that. Who are you? You technically you're a gingerbread color outlaw. I'm just saying technically, but one thing is that you have to know who you are, that your great grandparents was removed from these lands right here where you stand. And so this is your land. So you're the victim. Basically, you are the victim. And so before they try to remove people or put people in quarantine, they're going to ask you, who are you? Who are you? Which means who I am. This is my land. What land is this? Powhatan, motherfucker. This Powhatan. Well, if you live in Pennsylvania, or if you live in uh, Gary, Indiana, that's all Powhatan. But then down below and by that's Chata, Chickasaw. Uh, well, then Blackfoot is up in Baltimore and Gary, Indiana. That's Blackfoot in California too. So I don't know. It's just different. You call out a tribe and then stand on that tribe, and nobody's gonna come say nothing to you when you already know that this is your land. Especially if you put your family tree together, and then also, you got to do something about it. You got to get a hold of this lawyer, like I'm telling you to do, and then this lawyer will come to me, because if everybody gets a hold of this lawyer and is telling this lawyer what to do, he's gonna have to get a hold of me. Like, Catherine, what's going on? What's happening, Catherine? There's too many people, and illegally announce me as the creator of the promised land, so I can announce the rules and regulations. And nobody can come against me on this because it's my land. It's our land. You know what I'm saying? There is no more police department. So, and even if it was, no matter. They're not indigenous to this land, so they really got to shut up. In fact, the rules and regulations is telling the police department they have to shut the fuck up because it's our land and it's not theirs. And if they have a problem, address to Bulgaria for them to report to. We have the address to Bulgaria, Russia, for them to report to and to go to if they have a problem. I'm just saying this is the rules and regulations because we have been getting murdered and killed by these things since for 400 years, and you have to have rules and regulations to so they won't bother you no more, so that you peacefully go to the cross over to the promised land without you getting kidnapped and killed and murdered and eaten. Well, if you don't believe me, then go look at Net Most Wanted. They're already turning into creatures and they're going to start eating people. Anyway, here that's why I'm trying to tell you we can only do what we can do so we can before the creatures start running around eating people. And you might say, Kathy, ain't no creatures gonna be coming around eating people. Um, yes, they are. Yes, they are. They coming around eating people because the people that took the boom boom and survived are turning into creatures because they were never really humans anyway. So, oh, did you see Paul Begley's right eye? See, last year he took the boom booms and he was sick, and ever since then his right eye wasn't working. So, what that means is when you look at Net Most Wanted, you will see people's right eye or left eye not really working anymore because they're being taken over by the sentient beings. That's making them have dementia and it's making them do things that they normally wouldn't do. I'm just saying. Now, um, you say, well, Kathy, that's just one or two people. Oh no. If more than half of the majority took it and they survived, oh, you better watch Venom because then that means they reach semiosis. And if they reach semiosis, then they're turning into creatures. And if they're turning into creatures and you don't have your powers, then you better not be fearful. You just better not be afraid because they can smell it. They'll smell it on you. Now see this sounds horribly, terribly wrong, like some invasions of the body snatchers. Okay, what if we were to go into that and you didn't have your Jetsons? Remember now, Paul Bakley said, "Oh, we're going in the ages of the Jetsons." Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna make a video because I can't show it here. But anyway, we're going in the age of the Jetsons. Or maybe I can show it. Oh, let me see. I'll just turn this bad boy around. Where's my selector? Oh, good grief. Ooh. Okay. So now, now, okay. Paul Bagley is not the only one that knows that we're going into technology to where when we go to the promised land, we're going to go into spaceships. Oops. I mean Jetsons. We're going into Jetsons. I was told not to say spaceships because you guys freak out. Oof. I named it Jetsons, so you guys won't freak out. Okay. Okay. So no, it's not spaceships, it's the Jetsons. Jeez, get over it. Okay. Oh, here it is. Now, here is the lady. She's going to be talking to you can show videos, just put the copyright stuff, paste. it on your description. Really? Let's see why they was knocking me off. See, I don't know about this. Thank you for telling me that radiation wizard. Radiation wizard. Alrighty then. Okay. Now let's see if we can. Ooh.
Transportation to the wilderness.
We see.
My fellow Israelites, my name is Prophetess Abigail. The Lord has given me a vision about Revelation chapter 12, verse 14. He wants me to reveal unto you a form of transportation that might be frightening to some.
It might be frightening to some.
The woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, to her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times and half a time, from the face of the serpent. Now, a lot of us have been concerned how will we get to this place. I think they need money to buy a plane ticket. Now, I ask you, did our forefathers need a boat ticket to cross the Red Sea?
No, we did not need a
The
ticket.
Lord provided them a way to walk on dry land.
That's right.
He parted the Red Sea. He bore them on eagle's wings when the angels transformed into a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Oh, what a great God we serve.
Yes.
Behold, this time he will send us angels in the form of spaceships.
See?
To fly.
He said angels in the form of spaceships to fly us away.
To the wilderness. Yes, I said it. Spaceships. I know that some of you are jumping up in arms saying that's not possible. But read these scriptures for yourself, and you will see the angels in their many forms of transportation. Now, when you read these scriptures, pay close attention that these forms of transportation have no drivers. That's because they are angels and they know their destination.
They have no drivers and they are angels because they know their destinations. Jetsons have no driver. You put Big Mama in them with the children in there, and the Jetsons can drive itself. So she's talking about what?
Chapter 6, verse 17 tells how Elijah was taken by a fiery chariot to heaven. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 16, chapter 10, verse 11 talks about the wheel in the middle of the wheel. Only spaceships can move in this manner. Revelation chapter 19, verses 11, 19, 21. Now this is real horsepower. It will take a lot of angels to move this form of transportation. Psalm 68, 17 provides the means. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. That tells us that angels can transform into chariots. And chariots of today are God's spaceship. So harden not your hearts, and remember, unbelief and fear will only cause you to be left behind. 25 verses through 13. So don't be close-minded. Post your comments below. Shalom, Israel.
See? So that means that the chariots of the chariots are actually spaceships, and they won't have no driver. Like they won't, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to learn how to drive this thing. This thing will drive itself to your destination that I created. Okay, so it's telling you I don't know about the Bible, so I seek people that's in the Bible that can break it down for me. Like what does it mean if a real person creates the Jetsons? What does that mean? That and then I hear people say, well, it's you. Shit, you the one that's gonna create the Jetsons to get us out of here. It's not coming from some white man that's gonna come down from a sky. They said that the person that they're looking for is here on this earth. And in the Matrix, the Sophia said it's a black woman. She said it's a black woman that's going to get us to the promised land, but she don't know who it is because the black woman that's going to take us out of here is impoverished like everybody else. So we have to find her and help her. Once we find her and spot her, we have to support her and lift her up so we can all get out of here. So I just saw her, this woman right here. I just seen her. Yeah, popped up on news feed because I was asking myself the question, like, dang, like who else can interpret that there will be a real life person that will bring forth um the would bring forth okay, okay, so I'm gonna put that copyright. Oh, I'm gonna get that copyright disclaimer right there so I can paste it onto my thank you, radiation wizard. Let me go ahead and copy that and put that on my description. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on my description. So that copyright disclaimer on there. I wonder if I can do that now. Nope, I'm not gonna mess with it, so I won't cut it off. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna put that on my copyright disclaimer. I do not own that copyright to what she said. I'm just showing it for entertainment purposes and educational purposes because it's the truth. I'm the Jetsons. I'm not trying to freak nobody out by saying spaceships, but she just said it in the Bible that there was going to be someone who was going to come and make the spaceships for us to escape in, to live in. Not really escape, but we're supposed to have it. Before they came here, we were supposed to be riding around in the Jetsons before they came here. So this is our vehicle before that because this is how we supposed to been traveling. We supposed to evolve. They're the ones that don't want us to evolve. And we're saying, no, we finna evolve because this ain't your land, boo boo. Okay. And so, this ain't your land. And this is ours. So since will be made because it has to be. Paul Baker said, oh my God, it's the it's the year of the Jetsons. And he even said it. He even put out a scripture that we were going to be riding in technology. But I didn't know that, you see. I did not know that that was in the Bible. I just learned of it just now, right now, when Paul Bagley said it and when that woman just said it. You see, I didn't know this. So that means that if I didn't know it and I'm the one that's creating the Jetsons, then I guess it's me. Okay. Now, or unless you can please find me that person, find me that woman or that man that is creating these vehicles that we can fly in. Now, Tesla's vehicles, they don't want you. I'm just letting you that know right now, and they're not going to sell you. They're not going to give you no no vehicle for free. I am because you're supposed to have it. The reason why you're getting your vehicles for free is because resources. You're supposed to have a Jetsons, and I'm not driving this by myself. I'm not riding to the promised land by myself. You guys got to come with me. We all got there. You know what I'm saying? I have family. We all have family. You know what I'm saying? So the resources is yours. It's not theirs. If they created Jetsons, then they just stole our resources and they didn't ask us. That's the difference between our Jetsons and their Jetsons. They stole our resources to make their Jetsons. And they didn't, I don't even know if they even patented the name Jetsons like I did. Anyway, okay. So because it's a jet son, that's why it's Jetsons. Okay, I'm going to go now. I'm going to put that copyright claim on there. Thank you so much, Radiation Wizard. Thank you for that. I'm going to paste that copyright claim because I didn't, that's not my video, obviously. See? You see that? Now, in the promised land, we'll have our own YouTube and we don't have to worry about none of that bullshit. We know damn well you can put music up on there. You don't own all this music. You don't own these videos. We know that. You're just using it for educational purposes. You don't have to put no copyright disclaimer uh when you're using these videos in your promised land. You don't have to worry about that. It's your shit. Okay. So we'll get there within 3 years. You just have to help me by getting a hold of this lawyer, Brian Stevenson's. I put his email down there and just say hi. Take Kathy's case, please. We support her. On those senators. Oh, it worked. I'll tell you why it worked. See, they can't give reparations. Okay. And we're not asking for reparations, but they can't help us because they're busy promoting the boom boom to their family. Listen, to their whole entire family. They going to schools, to different schools, making 5-year-olds take it. 5-year-olds. They're not worried about, they're not thinking about they're not even thinking about what I just wrote them. They don't even care. You know what they care about? They only care about them taking the boom boom. See, y'all just worry about dying. Oh, okay. Well, we'll forget about the senators because they're dead. Okay, now we got to focus on this lawyer. The lawyer is what we focus on because at least it'll allow us to announce it publicly, and then we could just get to what we got to get to and get our shit. That's it. We just gonna get our shit and go. That's it. We just have to announce it. That's all. We just have to announce it. We have to legally announce it. Where, you know, right? So I will legally announce it, but you have to help me get a hold of this lawyer to make him pay attention to the hell I just said. Right? Okay. Okay. So now my other videos I'm gonna make is gonna be about um um right. So we talked about the clouds. Oh, right. Because I wanted to show you the videos. I can't show you the videos. Yes, I can because that copyright claimer. Okay, so let me go ahead and end this. I'm going to go ahead and show some videos that I wanted to um, show you. And I'll just put that copyright claimer on there. Okay, so just please contact the lawyer for me as soon as possible, please, so we can get this underway. And then if they, oh my God, the lawyer contacted me, and he said that you guys were contacting him, and so it worked. And then that way it'll be announced. It'll be announced, and we'll be able to wear our. Listen, do you know what this means? If he announces it, then that means that we're automatically funded, right? If he announced it, that means that by law, the senator has to fork over the buildings for me to manufacture the Jetsons, for you to wear your badge, so that a police officer cannot ever say nothing to you ever as long as you live. You know what I mean? They can't. Push of a button, you will have your people to come to you for to your rescue. If a white Mexican or Asian cop come to you saying anything, you just push this button, and then we will come to your aid. Hmm. No, we're gonna come to your aid. Trust, believe that, because I want to see. I want to come to your aid. I'm one with who you pulling over. I know you're not pulling over no promised land person. Shoot. It better be one of your family member you cussing out. You can't even. Anyway, let me go. Let me go. I'm gonna go and because I know y'all bored, y'all tired of me, so I'm gonna go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So shout out to Yashua Pandera. Okay, I'm gonna go now. So I'll make another video later. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna put this disclaimer on here too. So I'm gonna stop this live feed. I wonder if I can edit it right here. What if I push it? Oh, I can. Okay, here it is. Let me put that disclaimer right here. I'll put that on the bottom. hmm Oh my goodness. I can put that disclaimer right here. Let me see. Let me see if I can put that right there. Copyright there. Is not infringing even if such use technical violate such. Okay. So I just put that right here. I put that disclaimer right while fair use. Okay, so we'll just save that right there. Because I do not own that copyright disclaimer. So okay, thank you, thank you, radiation wizard. Shoot. Okay, so you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. Oh, please watch Carnage. Did you watch Carnage? Let there be Carnage. No, yes, it was. Let. Did you see it? Did you see it? It's all about a black girl. It's all about a black girl. It's all about a girl who has her mute. She's a muted. She's mute. She's a mutant. She has her powers, and they did not want her powers, and they put me in my powers, and they put me in this school that wasn't, you know, they put me in this school just like they put her in this nut house thing, right? And they kept her there with the Carnage guy. I can't even remember his name, but Woody Harrelson was with her in the nut house right. But they took her and they was going to do some tour, and he went flipping crazy. Anyway, Carnage got out of the nut house, broke her out, killed all the people up in there that had her kept captivity in there, and then got her out and made her escape. She escaped out of there. Both of them, they escaped. But see, this is the thing here. How come she wasn't white? Why come she wasn't Asian? Why she wasn't Mexican? Why she got to be black? Why it was a black girl? Why? Because they telling you, okay, what's coming? It's going to be on the side of the black woman. So what is going to devour the government that had us hung is what is going to be on our side. So if it's, you know, something coming from the underground, and it's horrible to them, it won't be horrible to us. So that's what that really means. Okay, I'm gonna go. So just watch Carnage. Let there be carnage. Watch that. It's a good one. Oh, and about the Soul Remember Mover, you guys watch the Soul Remover. It's just showing you that the guy with the blue beams that's in Planet Sirius, because he's in another planet. He's not here, and he sent down Azazel, and what you guys said, Azazel was a demon. It's like, ooh. Well, I just wanted you to show. I wanted you to see how he can form the blue beam from out of nowhere, and he can just form that from out of the blue plasma that we'll be engulfed in. But about him killing the white woman, I don't condone that. I'm just saying I want you guys to see the part where he went to heaven. Okay, so I'm going to go now because it says that the connection is unstable. Okay, I'm going to go now. Okay, all right.